DJ ARCE.
DJ ARCE.
DJ ARCE. DJ ARCE.
ARCE.
I remember way back when I was connected to music, my brother, late 80s, early 90s, he used to play music in the schoolyard in front of our building. And he used to do this like Fridays or Saturdays and Sundays and stuff like that, and they used to call him. And he used to put his system out, he had system of speakers and all this, and I used to go to the schoolyard and just check him out, to listen to the music, and I used to see the crowd, and there was this vibing with the music, and I was like, wow, I was just like excited, like, wow, this is what music do to you. And I was like 10 years old, around there, 9 to 10, and it was just, from there, like, loved it, loved music. And my big influences are like Frank Nitti. I used to see him, like again, I was picking his crates up, going to his gigs, and I was just loving his vibes, like his music, like his freestyle, and especially his freestyle music and salsa music and stuff like that, and English music, like he was hyping it up. I was loving that. That's one of the guys. The other guy, his name Pistol Pete, he lived in the building also, and I used to go upstairs, and he used to make mixtapes and stuff like that, and I'm like, wow, this is what he does. He was actually in his room doing all these mixtapes, and I'm just like 4 or 5 hours just being there, watching him doing mixtape, and I was enjoying that, and that drives me more to become a DJ, like whatever he was doing. And this guy was doing clubs and stuff like that, and he's awesome DJ, and it's amazing. And then the other guy was Chewy Chew. They call him Chewy, awesome guy too. I look up to also. There was 3 guys in my life that I used to see that, you know, they were doing mixtapes, and I wanted to be what they was doing. You know what I mean? So it was just a big impact, those 3 guys, and that's why I became just to look forward to be a DJ and drive that passion to do the same thing they was doing. My first gig being trying to be a DJ and wanted to DJ for a crowd was when I used to work. I used to work in Banana Republic in early 2000. I think it was 2001, 2002. And what happened was that this girl, she wanted her baby shower done, so she was asking a lot of people. So I just said, hey, I could do it for you. But she never asked if I was a DJ. And I said, I could do it for you. She was like, okay. So I showed up that weekend, and I was by myself. I took everything on my car, and I was just started playing music. And it was just, the way I was playing music, it was just like, people just moving. That first gig, people was moving, they was happy and stuff like that. And then going towards the middle of the night, people was just dying down. I guess my mixes wasn't there and stuff like that. And you know, I felt some type of way, but that was my first time. I mean, so I think I did pretty good. 9 out of 10, I think I did like a 7. And then from there on, I was like, oh, okay. And then they paid me at that time, they paid me $150. So now everything was peaches and cream. You know, I had tough challenges and rough times that, you know, I didn't have the money. I didn't even have the money to buy equipment and stuff like that. And at that time, the equipment was breaking, and I had to, you know, work my real job just to, you know, get this hustle going on. And I said to myself, how am I gonna do this? So I had another gig, and people was paying me less. People was like, I'll give you $100 for this gig for 5 hours and stuff like that. And I was just taking it because I needed that money if I could save up to buy equipment. And that was one of the challenges that I ran into, and different challenges, and it was that I faced. It was that a lot of gigs was calling me, but it was paying me so little, and stuff like that. And on top of that, when I was growing to get more equipment, I wanted somebody to help me, and they consist of, you know, I had to pay the helper, stuff like that. And that's one of my challenges also, that I couldn't even pay for a helper. I had to do everything myself. And if you know, when you're young, trying to DJ, trying to hustle a real job and you hustle, and you're young, that's tough too. And at that time, I had a kid. You know, my son, I had a son, so I had to make sure that my kid was good, my job, and DJ. So I was just juggling those three. I remember trying to balance my life with my son. I had a 9-to-5 job, and I had my DJ hustle, and that was the weekend. And it was tough for me because my son needed me. My job, I had at that time my schedule was 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then what happened is that I used to work in the weekends with my real job. And what happened was that 5 to 2, and then I used to come out, I used to go home and do what I have to do, eat something, and then go out the door to do the gig that started at 4 p.m. And it could be 4 p.m. to 12 o'clock at night. And I used to get home at 2 o'clock in the morning. And that was consistent throughout the years and years and years. And it was tough for me. But look where I'm at. This is what I'm doing now, you know what I mean? Thanks to God. I remembered, I'm being honest, I was gonna hang it up. No more events, no more gigs. They wasn't calling me. And I was 2 years in, almost 3 years in being a DJ, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna give this up. I don't think this is for me, knowing that I love music. And one of my friends told me, hey, don't give up. If that's your passion, go for it. And I decided, you know, so I'm gonna give it another try. And which I did, everything was going good. And then, like, recently, look at the pandemic. That shut me down again. And I said, you know something, I'm gonna shut down and give everything up again. And it was a struggle. Nobody was calling, there was the events. As you could tell, like, a lot of DJs wasn't getting booked. It was nothing, dry. And then something came up, and pandemic came back. You know, everything went down, and I just started. I said, you know something, people started calling me back, one by one, and things was going good for me. And then corporate started calling me, and schools started calling me, and stuff like that. And this is where I'm at now. Now, one of my big moments into my DJ life was corporate. Hits calling me. They called me one time, and then the second time, and third time, and it went like a train reaction, and it kicked off. Shout out to the UFT. But then after that, then people started calling me in different boroughs. Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, Brooklyn, stuff like that. So they was calling me. Then schools started calling me. The DOE started calling me. Colleges started calling me. Some weddings, they was calling me also, because they were seeing me on IG and social media. And that was a big break for me. My style of music is music itself. From the timbales of salsa to Afrobeats, love it. Music is, in general, love it. So how I prepare for an event? From home, I prepare my music, download my music, the client needs, make sure I have it in my laptop, my hard drive. After all that, I get to the event, make sure that everything's prepped out, and we're ready for the client. What inspires me to play my mixes is to see the reaction of the crowd, how they feeling it, what I'm playing. I just love that. That inspires me. What music means to me is, music is everything to me. Therapy. On bad days, I listen to music. Good days, I listen to music. I celebrate with music each and every day. A part of my life. I breathe it, I live it. So that's what music means to me. Music is everything to me. What I want people to feel when I play my mixes is a roller coaster of emotions. Just the way my mixes, the way it feels for me, I want them to feel the same way. I want them to feel happy at that moment. Bring them to an era. They were like, wow, he played that. Oh wow, what is going on? Like, I want that. I love that reaction from my crowd. Just to make them feel happy and enjoy at that moment. They could be going through something in life, and I want to be that person that bring them to a happy place. I feel a role as a DJ is just making sure that if they have a bad day or whatever they're going through in that day in my event or any event that DJ is playing with, that they uplift them and it's like giving them a hug and just therapy for them. That's the way I think of it. Like if I go to one of my events, any of my events, I want them to feel happy and make sure that they're okay when they leave out of here and have a big impact in their life. And for me, I'm satisfied with that. And this isn't a dream anymore. This is a movement, a DJ ARCE movement. And I want you to be part of it. Thank you.